Been asked again and again, what kind of shoes did I use to jump rope? The best shoes to use, right? Well, it really depends on where you start off. I started jumping rope at 400 pounds, which I want to say I haven't seen a lot of people do. I just don't want to make that my main focus. But yeah, I started jumping rope at 400 pounds, and I started jumping rope. I was using normal trainers. I want to say they were New Balances, and they were good to start off with. But you know, as someone heavier jumping rope, the weight on your ankles is gonna take a toll. So I was feeling the ache of my ankles besides my knees. So I knew that I needed something different to be able to continue jumping rope. And I did a lot of research, you know, what I needed, cushioning, support, and everything. And I ended up with these. These are the Under Armour Strike Fast Mid Micro G. And I love them. You know, they have the body of a cross trainer and the ankle support that I needed, you know, just to keep going. I love these so much that I ended up having them as my daily use for everything. You know, I ended up taking these to Yosemite. I want to say, you know, jumping rope really pushed me to be able to do more things that I wasn't able to do before. And with these babies, I felt like I was on cloud 9. Now, the downfall of making these my dailies was that, you know, the cushioning kind of like ended up wearing out over time. I still love the support, the ankle support, but they're not as cushiony. I mean, if you're someone that's overweight, you know, that loves your shoes, you know, at some point they're gonna start giving in, warping. So I had to move on. Now with these shoes, I want to say I had the best support that I could find when it comes to jumping rope as an overweight person. And starting off, you know, it was like the training wheels that I needed. I didn't realize this video was going to be over a minute long, so I do want to share the story of the other shoes that I use as well. You know, so I'll just have to make a part 2. Let's jump the jump. I'll see you in the next video. All right, so this is part 2 of the shoes that I use for jumping rope. I already talked about the Under Armour Strike Fast Micro G. Like I said, I wore these down because I love them so much, and unfortunately, Under Armour discontinued them. Yeah, no hate Under Armour, but you know, I tried to buy another pair and they were discontinued. But at that point, I want to say that my jump rope game was a little better. I was able to move freely, so I needed something more complex, right, side to side. I kind of, you know, ripped this one off from Dan from Jump Rope Dudes. Shout out to Dan. I know he was always watching my videos, although he pretends he doesn't. But I ended up using these Luka 2s. These are Jordans. They're a Jordan brand, but they're the Luka line, which I want to say they're pretty slick. You know, they're pretty dope. I like the design. But what I like about these is, you know, since I didn't need that ankle support that much anymore, I wanted something that could help me move side to side without rolling my ankles. So this finish here really supports your lateral movements, and it helps me do like more freestyle, as you've seen in the videos where I'm jumping rope in the basketball court. I mean, right? They're basketball shoes, so jumping rope kind of goes hand in hand. Basketball shoes, jumping. So besides that, you know, I like them. Obviously, you know, I like the design. I'm looking forward to probably purchasing the new line of Lukas. So this is the ones I use right now. So I do. So looks like this other video is over a minute long too. So I'm gonna have to make part 3 just to come with a conclusion, and the third pair that I purchased and I'm using in rotation with these. Let's jump the jump. Take care. I'll see you in part 3. Made it to part 3. Thank you for following me and watching my videos. So this is the third part. Like I said, this is my favorite part. This is my favorite pair of shoes. And since they were discontinued, I moved on to the Luka 2s, which also help with lateral movement, and they're great for jumping rope. Now, I do love these, and I want to purchase the new Lukas in the future. But I really missed, you know, the Under Armours a lot. And I was looking for something with that support because I like them so much. So I did end up purchasing another Under Armour shoes from the similar line, and it's the Under Armour Valsets. You know, it's a similar body type as the Strike Fast, but there's more body to it. And what I will say that I do like is, you know, the cushioning. I mean, this is like a tactical boot, attached to hookah shoes. So I borrowed my wife's shoe for the video. As you can see, this is a hookah shoe, and this is the Under Armour shoe. It has similar body there. So you're getting the ankle support and you're getting the cushioning. It's just more cushioning that the original Strikefest had. I like it, although it's a bit heavier. Well, you know, and that could be good or bad depending on what you want to do. If you're focusing on speed, then I want to say that doesn't help you out a lot. But if you're worried about your knees, your joints, I want to say that these are great, you know, just for that extra support. Besides, you know, having a jump rope mat, I've been rotating. I use these and I use my Luca 2s. So I just interval them. And when I get a little nostalgic, I use my Strikefest again, you know. So I want to say, you know, just have your favorite pair of shoes and then rotate between them. And, you know, sometimes you need the cushioning, sometimes you need the ankle support. You know, if you're on the journey, just, you know, keep going, you know, and appreciate the follows. I appreciate people liking my videos, watching them. So just follow me. There's more to come. I want to share more info about my ropes as well. And I want to do more videos like these as well. So take care. Let's jump the jump.